This morning, heartbreaking details emerging about the final week of Gene Hackman's life. Authorities revealing the legendary 95-year-old actor died of heart disease, complicated by advanced Alzheimer's, after being alone for several days after his wife and caregiver, Betsy Arakawa, died first of an unrelated rare virus in their Santa Fe home.
I can tell you that he was in an advanced state of Alzheimer's, and it's quite possible that he was not aware that she was deceased.
The medical investigator on the case now saying an autopsy of Hackman's 65-year-old wife shows she died of hantavirus, a disease linked to rodents and found in rural areas of the Southwest, including New Mexico. The virus can cause respiratory failure in some cases.
A person can die very quickly, within 24 to 48 hours, roughly speaking, without medical treatment.
Officials now piecing together Arakawa and Hackman's final days. Investigators believe Arakawa died on or around February 11th, citing her final email communication that morning. Hackman's pacemaker indicates he died 7 days later on February 18th, though their bodies were not discovered for another 8 days on February 26th by a maintenance worker.
Do you believe, given his Alzheimer's status, that Mr. Hackman was able to live on his own and survive for those 7 days?
I'm not aware of what his normal daily functioning capability was. He was in a very poor state of health. He had significant heart disease, and I think ultimately that is what resulted in his death.
What about starvation?
There was no food in his stomach, which means he had not eaten recently. But he had also no evidence of dehydration.
The couple of more than 3 decades were a private pair. Hackman drawn to the quiet Santa Fe life, something he even alluded to in an unplanned TV appearance he made on Guy Fieri's food show in 2008, which happened to be filming at his favorite diner.
And nobody pays any attention, you know.
Just gotta cruise in and until we come dragging our cameras.
But as Hackman aged and battled Alzheimer's, he relied increasingly on his wife's care. It appears tragically until her final breath.
Liz, what are some of the other outstanding questions that investigators are exploring?
Yeah, well, investigators say that they have most of the major answers, but they are still considering this an open investigation. Their dog Xena, that died in a crate, is currently undergoing a necropsy, which will determine her cause of death, although sadly authorities say it's possible she did starve. Authorities are also trying to access all of the cell phone data to determine if there was any further communication to anyone after February 11th. As of now, it does not appear that there was, Craig.
It's just so sad all around. Liz Kreutz for us. Liz, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.